Hello beautiful people, this is your host and host Naveen from Embedded Vision, on which I flirt with embedded devices to showcase a diverse set of embedded AI and tiny ML applications. So what's in this video? Well, in this video I will teach you how to display smooth fonts of various Indian languages such as Devanagari, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Odia, Gujarati and Gurmukhi on Seeed Studio Wio Terminal through an Arduino Sketch. However, if you are here just for code, I have included the GitHub repo link in the description below. Please use it to build something more interesting. Now, the rest of you, connect your Wio terminal to your system and let's build something awesome together. The software requirement is pretty basic and obvious. In this tutorial, we will use Arduino IDE for writing and uploading the code to Wio Terminal. And we will also be needing processing, which is a flexible software sketchbook to generate the VLW font file. In fact, you can use it to create any font file of your liking. You can download processing from the link given in the description below. Additionally, please download the software according to your operating system. Now, let's move to hardware requirement. For this tutorial, you will need a Wio terminal, it's a no-brainer, a USB Type-C cable, a SD card reader, and lastly and the most important one is a 16 GB micro SD card, which will store the font file. In order to follow this tutorial, you will also need to install the file system library used on Wio Terminal. So reach to this link, which is also given in the description below, and follow the steps given on this web page to install the required dependency. Well, after installing the dependency, there are two more steps which you all need to follow before jumping with me in the code along session. I'm assuming that you all must have downloaded processing software, so don't allow it to rest peacefully in your system. Let's just use it for generating a VLW font file. Therefore, open the processing software, navigate to Tools, and click on Create Font. A Create Font window will appear, which will allow you to choose the font available from your computer. So on my Windows laptop, I check that font Remila UI can help me in printing Indian languages on Wio Terminal. That's why from this list, I will select Remila UI. Let me scroll down quickly and reach the font Remila UI. Here it is, Remila UI. I'll keep the file name as well as size same. However, if you want, you can change the file name and size according to your liking. Alright, now let's just click on characters. Then let's just select specific Unicode blocks to choose the specific language Unicode characters blocks. Alright, in our case, I will select Bengali, Devanagari, Gurmukhi, Gujarati, Oriya, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam. Then I'll scroll down a little bit more. And then I'll select Devanagari extended. And I'll click on OK. And again I'll click on OK. And just wait for this Create Font window to disappear. Alright. Then I'll go to File. I'll go to Save to save this file. Let me give a relevant name. Indian language. Font file. Right? Then I'll click on Save. Alright. Now the VLW file is generated and sitting in your system. Then what I'll do next, What I'll do next is I'll insert the SD card reader with the SD card inserted in it into my laptop and paste the generated VLW file in. And then I'll put the SD card back into the Wio terminal. Now let's just have a quick look at the file which is we have generated. So this is the file generated. Now if you go to inside the data folder, you'll find the .vlw file, which is this one. So do remember that before this .vlw file, this name matters the most. Why? Because it's the same name you will put inside the Arduino Sketch. Alright. Now only one more step is left before we move to code along session. By default, the smooth font option for LCD library is turned off to save resources on Wio Terminal. So it needs to be configured to enable smooth fonts in Wio Terminal. So let's go to Arduino data folder, and from that let's go to packages, and let's go to Seeed Arduino and hardware, SAMD 1.813 folder, and then let's go to libraries, and then let's reach to the last folder, which is Seeed Arduino LCD, and look out for user setup.h file, which is this one. Then in this file we have to look for smooth font. Where is smooth font? Now what we have to do, we have to uncomment it. And then let's click on, let's save this file. And now you have enabled smooth font in Wio Terminal. So you can display any font or character that you like. Alright? Before starting the code along session, let me make clear the agenda of this part of the tutorial. In this part of the video, I'll show you how to load and show fonts on the Wio Terminal using the VLW font file that you just copied into the SD card and inserted into the Wio Terminal. So without any further ado, let's start. So the first thing I will do is I'll add the necessary libraries to the sketch, some of which you downloaded and installed in the previous part of this tutorial. So let me add the first library, which is #include spi.h. It's a library which allows you to communicate with SPI devices. Alright, now let me add the second library, which is a file system library. Include Seeed fs.h. Alright, let me mention the same in the comment that it's a file system library. Alright, now let me include the next library, is include st seed _st.h. So it's nothing but an SD card library. Okay. Alright, this is also done. Now let me add the final library, which is the LCD library, that will include tft _espi.h. Alright. LCD. Done. Okay. Now let me initialize this LCD library. How can do it? Let's just watch it. T. So E SPR TFT. Alright, don't forget the semicolon because here you are trying to initialize the LCD library. Mention the same in the comment. LCD library. Okay, now you have added all the required library into the Arduino Sketch. You have initialized the LCD library. Now let's try to initialize the TFT LCD screen on Wio Terminal. Let's enter setup. Mention the same in the comment that we're trying to initialize the TFT LCD screen on Wio Terminal. Okay, ft.begin. Okay, don't forget the semicolon. Then serial dot begin 115 200. Don't forget the semicolon. Do mention in the comment what it does. It will initiate the serial communication. Okay, now let me add TFT dot set rotation. Should be capital. Mention in the comment that what you do, it set the rotation of the LCD screen. Okay, wonderful. Now what we'll do next, we'll add the code which will check the install of SD card. That is, whether the SD card that we have inserted into the Wio terminal is being installed properly into the Wio terminal or not. If it is not, it will print the SD card error. Alright, let's start coding about it. Before that, mention that check the install of SD card. Alright, at the while SD dot begin no bracket and add SD card underscore SS underscore then SD card underscore SPI. Alright, this is done. Don't forget the square bracket. Then I'll add serial dot print ln the message SD card error exclamation mark new line. Don't forget the semicolon while 1, then introduce a little bit of delay by adding delay of 1 second. Let me mention the same in the comment. Delay of 1 second. Now let's move forward and try to load the font. By using load font method, and inside that you have to put the font file name. Alright, that font file name which you have generated in the previous part of this tutorial. So we generated Nirmala UI-48 VLW file. So I'll mention the same name here. Do make sure that the name of the file which you generated is similar to the name which you are putting in the sketch. If there is a difference in name, then the character will not load properly in the Wio terminal. Alright, I'll mention the same in the comment. Load the fonts where Nirmala UI-48 is the name of the VLW font file. Okay, great. Now let me add a method to show the font. Show font. So get the semicolon. Alright. So now what it does, it will show all characters on screen with 1 second delay between screens while showing all the characters. Alright, so let me just go through the code once again. Okay, so we haven't missed any semicolon. We have comment without everything. Check the install. Alright, I think now we are good to go. So let's run this part of the code and see how different Indian languages characters appear on Wio Terminal. Alright, let me click on save. Let's click on upload. Okay, Sketch is compiling. It will take some amount of time. Good. Wonderful. The results are as beautiful as the letter of each language. Well, after loading the font on Wio Terminal, it's time to use it. So in this part of the video, I'll show you how to print Hindi alphabet on Wio Terminal. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm too much excited about it. So let's jump to the same Arduino Sketch and start coding. Before moving forward, let me comment out the tft.showFont method because we do not need to show fonts again. So let me comment out this part. I have commented out. Now let's start writing the code. tft.fill screen, and I want to fill the entire screen with white color. White. Don't forget the semicolon. Now even you mention in the comment that it fill the entire screen with color white. Okay, now let's add the text color by using set text color method. Now I want the text to be in black. Alright, don't forget the semicolon you mentioned in the comment. Set the color of that text as black. Okay, now let's move to another method, tft dot set cursor. We mention the coordinates 0, 10. Then what it does, it sets the coordinates of the starting point of printing text on the screen. Alright, so here 0 is the x coordinate of the starting point and 10 is the y coordinate of the starting point. Alright, now let's print the characters. tft dot print ln. The first letter which I want to print is a. So I'll mention in the comment it to display characters in the screen. We're using println. Alright. Now let me add more alphabets. What I'll do, I'll just copy paste it. I have pasted all those alphabets which I want to use in the Arduino Sketch somewhere else. I'll paste it here in order to save the time. Great. So let me tell you more about the code. What it's trying to convey that first print ln is first in the alphabet. Then I'm also giving a new starting point to the cursor and then to print this next in the alphabet. So this is all I'm doing. After that, I'm introducing a delay of 1 second, and then after that, I'm again printing few other in the alphabets. After that, I am introducing a delay of 2 seconds and printing few other in the alphabets. Alright, now let's save the sketch and upload it to Wio Terminal for one last time. We save it. Now let's upload. Well, here it is, the final byproduct of our code. Mission accomplished. Boom! That's it, folks. Thank you for participating in the code along session of this video. If you like this video, do press the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and lastly, share the video with your friends, family, neighbors, and ultimately anyone who loves building and playing around with embedded devices. So until I meet you next time, take care and bye-bye.